Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Selena, but you can also call me Bambi. Today we're going to be discussing how I stopped wearing foundation. I know I labeled this how I stopped wearing makeup, but it's more like how I just stopped wearing things that made me feel like I couldn't embrace just like what God gave me. How I started to just embrace what I was given, how I started to embrace my natural features. So that's basically what today is going to be all about. I'm not a doctor, I'm not a psychiatrist or a therapist, I'm not a licensed psychoanalyst. I'm none of those things. I'm just a girl who learned how to stop relying on makeup. Now, with that being said, I still do love the process of putting on my makeup. I like to wear it like it's an accessory to my outfit. I feel like it's a form of expression. I love clothes, I love makeup, I love all the girly things, but the only difference between me now and who I was back then is that I no longer rely on those things, and I no longer feel like I can't leave the house without being done up. I no longer feel like I need to have my lash extensions and my foundation on just to go outside. Okay, so before we get started with the 5 steps on how I stopped wearing foundation, how I stopped wearing makeup, I do want to give you a bit of a backdrop as far as like what makes me a credible source and where my fascination with makeup started to begin with, as well as a disclaimer. So where it all started was, I remember when I was really little and seeing my mom, we would go on these business trips and she would take me with her. And I was highly motivated because she would, give me $1 each time I would go. Each time I would go, I would save this little dollar. Anyways, I digress. I remember the inside of the garage, and we wouldn't even leave yet. And she would apply her lipstick so delicately. And I just remember thinking, that is so fascinating. Like, I just love how like dainty and like beautiful my mom looked, just like applying her lipstick every time we would leave. And it was like almost like a routine. We'd get in the car and I would see her flip down the visor and she would just apply this lipstick so delicately, and I thought it was so pretty. It was always like this mauvey, like brown color. I remember so distinctly that was the time when my fascination began with kind of like makeup and beauty in general, and I must have been probably like 6 or 7. I really don't recall the age. So that's kind of where it started, was seeing my mom wear makeup, which she's a beautiful, elegant woman. Like, I just, and there's nothing wrong with wearing makeup again, but I just really liked it. It was just naturally, I loved expression as a child, and so I just thought it was really interesting. As I grew older, I was like trying all these different careers, nothing fit, until there came a point where I just knew I wanted to do something along the lines in aesthetics. And so I went to go get my license, and upon getting my license, I found a job at a department store, and I was in the makeup section. So I was working with this brand called Shiseido. You're probably familiar, maybe you're not familiar. It's a Japanese skincare brand, and they also had a makeup line within there. So there was like a makeup artist that would come every few weeks, and she would practice me. I was like her little doll. She would just like do my makeup all the time, and I just got really into makeup. I thought it was so interesting. I thought it was so fun. I thought it was like it's like a cool way to express yourself. And so when I started to get into the beauty industry and I got licensed as an esthetician, I then became a lash technician. Once I became a lash technician, it was like I had to have my lashes done all the time. Like, if I didn't have my lashes done myself, then I wasn't, product. I wasn't using my own service. Why would anybody else trust me with my service? So I became very reliant on eyelash extensions. I had to have my lashes done all the time, and I had to have them done really full, deep curl with like a doll eye, just very like open, very big, very bold. I thought it was really fun to have my lashes done. If I didn't have my lashes done, I felt kind of like drab. I started having my eyelashes done all the time, and that led me to like wanting to have a full face all the time. And so I would always have my foundation done, I would always have my brows done, like I always had everything done. I didn't know how to like leave the house without looking polished. It just became kind of like a habit. I couldn't go to an event without having a full face on. Like, I felt very shameful doing that. It's like so weird. I do have the license to talk about skincare, so that's what makes me a valid source. So let's get on to the 5 steps that helped me quit wearing foundation and what helped me to start embracing my natural features more. Step number 1 was First of all, I was an acne prone girl, and the reason why a lot of us are not comfortable with not going out without makeup is because our skin is not perfect, or our skin feels like it requires a little bit of polishing. First step that I did in order to feel more comfortable in my skin and to stop wearing makeup altogether was cutting out inflammatory foods. I did not know this. Acne is an inflammatory response. So if your body is in an inflamed state, then it's gonna be really hard for you to have clear skin. What I did was I cut out, like I started like very small. I started with cutting out dairy, and then little by little I started to eliminate more and more inflammatory foods in my diet. But that's not to say that I don't have things that create an inflammatory state in my body from time to time. Just cleaning up your diet, honestly, like clear skin is an inside job, good skin is an inside job. So if you start with your insides, you're gonna start to see long-term success. Anything you put on top of your skin is gonna help mitigate what's happening on your skin. But as far as just like clearing your skin for long-term success, you gotta start from the inside. So cleaning up your diet is definitely number one. And step number two is another thing that's kind of like from the inside out, and that's cleaning up your habits. So for me, I did not know this. Smoking weed actually was causing me to break out. I was not an acne girl until my mid-20s, and that's when I was smoking weed the most. I did not know this. Marijuana made you break out. When I cut out that habit, my dudes, my skin did clear up a whole lot, but there was still residuals, like I still had scarring and whatnot to deal with. Are you a smoker? Are you smoking weed? Because that might be congesting your skin. With adjusting your lifestyle, other lifestyle adjustments you can be making is making sure to put your sheets and your pillowcases through the wash on a weekly basis at minimum. Another thing you can do is verify that all the products that you use are acne safe. So that can be like your shampoo, your gel cleansers for your body, just like anything you put on your skin, is it acne safe? And I know this is really tedious, but if you verify that, there's plenty of ingredient lists online that will let you know if a product is acne safe or not. Verify if it's acne safe. If it's, then girl, you better find you an acne safe product. And it's like, once you do that tedious work, you will be really thankful that you did, because sometimes our acne is environmentally triggered, it's a lifestyle triggered, and it's just like an easy fix. Just do the tedious work, adjust your lifestyle. Another thing that's really important as far as your habits is when you go to the gym, carry your cleanser with you. Don't sit with your sweat on your face for like several hours. That's like a recipe for you to break out. So definitely make sure you're cleansing your face right away. Or if you live close to the gym, go home, wash your face, and then you're good. That is like a few of the habits you can adjust as far as lifestyle and just like embracing your skin. Basically, like, if you have good skin, why would you need to wear foundation? I'm just saying, girl. I'm just saying. Step number 3, I started to stop wearing foundation altogether. Now, I know this is probably going to be an unpopular recommendation, but trust me when I say this, like, initially you're probably going to have, like, in your head, and this is like it's skin dysmorphia. You're going to start to think you look ugly without foundation. You're going to start to think you're ugly. Trust me, I was thinking that to myself, but I'm going to be real with you. It's a lie. You're beautiful even with your skin imperfections, but you got to start, and it starts here and it starts right here. You got to start embracing the fact that you are beautiful the way you're created. Like, God made you. He made no mistakes, sis, bro. He made you the way he made you. So start embracing it. A lot of it is just like right here. It's like internal. You're just not accepting how beautiful you are naturally. A lot of it is self-shame. Like, anytime you get that thought in your head that, oh, I'm ugly, my skin this, my skin that, stop yourself. Is that true? Would God say that about me? No. So stop. You got to start rewiring your brain and telling yourself, I think this is called like CBT or something. It's a little bit of like mindset shift. You have to shift your mindset. So I stopped wearing foundation for like, I don't know how long. And you know what started to happen when I stopped wearing foundation? My skin started to improve, which was like, whoa, it was like a miracle. Not comfortable for a while. I kind of was just like, whatever, I'm just gonna like feel this way for a while. And eventually I started to see myself in the mirror more and more without makeup, and I stopped feeling that way. I always needed to wear foundation. Always. I couldn't not wear it. I had to wear it. I thought I needed it. Step number 4 is going to be more of like, training wheels, like those add-ons, those products, those things that help you embrace your natural features along the way, but it's not something that you need. Okay, girl, I'm not telling you go buy these things, but I'm just saying this is what helped me. And sometimes we need training wheels. We can't just be doing these things like willy-nilly. Like, you need training wheels, okay? Step number 4, a specialist in your area that you like their work, you see their work on Instagram, you see their work on TikTok, you see their work on Facebook, and get a consultation and get a treatment. Like, I know it's an investment. If you can't afford the treatment, totally understandable. It's a luxury. To the very least, at least invest in a cleanser, a toner, and a moisturizer and SPF. And find a good quality one. So it's either get regular facials or get a good medical grade skincare routine and have it like recommended to you by a professional, someone who looks at your skin and can tell you what skincare you need. Like, it's just gonna make you feel more comfortable in your skin, because like when you go and you get your facials, I don't know, it's just something about getting a facial, and when you leave, I would argue facials are hygiene, okay? God never said be dirty. God never said be nasty. Like, go wash your face. I'm just talking to myself when I was 13. Like, sometimes I would sleep in my makeup, okay? And that was just not it, sis. It's not it. And if you want good skin, and if you want to stop having to rely on makeup, you need to start caring about your skin. And I'm not saying go get like a $300 facial. Like, start with something that's affordable for you. Like, whatever, just get like a basic cleanser. Just make sure that you're cleansing your face 2 times a day and moisturizing and putting on SPF. What would be the cherry on top of all that is getting medical grade. Before we move on with that, with your skincare regimen, consistency and quality of skincare do make a difference. Okay, so that's what I'm going to leave you with on step number 4. Now, step number 5, again, it's a training wheel. It's not something you need, but this is something that helped me. I'm just saying, girl. This is something that helped me, so it might be able to help you. I took a brief intermission to go celebrate 4th of July with my family, but I am back now. I wanted to save the last point for this evening, and this is totally extracurricular. This is not something that you need to do, but it is something that helped me, and that is products that I would call kind of like, I would call them like training wheels, as far as helping you become more acclimated to feeling comfortable without having all the bells and whistles. So these are the products that really helped me along my journey. Each of these products I've used either over 7 months to a year plus. None of these things are necessary, but this is, like I said, something that really helped me along my journey. And you don't need to take the products that I use and use them on yourself. These are just products in particular that I have used and have tested over time. Us fitness girlies, we like to get our protein in, and a lot of times, I don't know, for me, like, I had a hard time finding a plant-based protein that didn't taste like chalk. So this was the one that I found. I probably went through like 6 different plant proteins before I found KOS. I did all the research, tried to find a good quality protein. They did start selling this on Amazon first, I believe, and now they do sell it at Whole Foods and I think certain CVS locations, but I'm not totally positive. However, yeah, this is one of my favorite proteins, because if you are someone who has protein every day, or has like a protein shake every day, omitting the whey is going to be a simple but easy change, and you won't really notice a difference because it still gives you that 20 grams of protein and it's not going to taste like chalk. So this was the first thing that I changed in my diet, honestly. It was just like taking out all the whey. A lash serum. I haven't tried any other lash serums, but I actually found this lash serum on TikTok, and it's kind of like this girl just was using it. Her lashes looked absolutely amazing, and I was getting off of my eyelash extensions at that point, so I was researching like lash serums, and I didn't know which one to use because there's so many on the market. But this one in particular is under, I think, $35, and sometimes they have coupons on Amazon. Ordered it. I think this is like $35. A lot of these lash serums will run into the hundreds. They'll be like $90, $100. This is like a third of the price, and it's amazing. I've used it for over years. You can see it really helps my lashes. My lashes were really weak from having extensions like consistently. So this really helps because when I have a bare face or when I have no makeup on, if I curl my lashes, I see them like they look strong, they look healthy, and I don't feel like a naked mole rat. So that's product number 2. A good quality lash curler. Also buying the rubber replacement so that you'll have a fresh new insert every once in a while. You want to make sure to replace the insert. Using a lash curler is nice on days that you don't want to use mascara because it will give you that lash lift look without having a lash lift, and it just enhances your natural features. Again, these are training wheels, are not things that you need. Do love a good lash curler. This is the Walmart version of Vaseline, okay? This isn't even the on-brand Vaseline. Just get straight petroleum jelly. Don't get Aquaphor because it has oil in it, and that can cause problems for your skin. So an off-brand Vaseline will be your best friend, okay? I've been slugging with Vaseline since my mid-20s, and I've noticed it's made a huge difference, not only with making the products that I put on underneath more effective, but it also protects my skin from outside environmental factors as well. And I just noticed I get lots of compliments. When I started using Vaseline, it was like a game changer, and it's such an inexpensive thing to use. I use it on my lips, I use it on my skin, and I use it as the very last step in my skincare routine, especially when I have actives on that are super drying and I want to slow the trans epidermal loss. Lip plumping gloss. It doesn't matter what kind, but I really like this Milani Max Keep It Full gloss. This one is the Little Secret. I really like this because when you have no color on your lips, or you want to just make your lips look a little fuller, a little more plump. This is by the brand Face Reality. This is not a sponsored video, but I do work with this brand as an esthetician and as a certified acne specialist, and I have seen several success stories with this product. This is something that you don't want to purchase without getting direction on how to use the actives because it is very strong. So you definitely want to find a certified acne specialist in your area. If you're looking for someone who's a certified acne specialist in your area, I would look up the hashtag or the search word certified acne specialist or Face Reality certified acne specialist, something around those lines in your area, and find someone that's geotagged close to you, or if you can find someone who gives virtual consultations and sells product dropship, that could also work as well. Is GM Colin product, and I use actives from Face Reality, and I use the Face Reality Sensitive, but when it comes to hydration and eye creams, I go to GM Colin. Colin is not all acne safe, but the ones that I pick are. So this is the GM Colin Pure Active Cleansing Gel, the Native Collagen Gel, and the Hydromycin Optimal Gel. These are all acne safe, and this is what I use as far as hydrating my skin. Skin just looks healthier, it just looks better. I do realize that quitting foundation is not something that is that simple for a lot of us. A lot of us need the training wheels or need the confidence to be able to do it. There are some days I roll out of bed and I feel perfectly fine without curling my lashes or anything. I mean, I just roll out. But in the process of accepting what I looked like without makeup, I did employ some of these products to help make me feel more comfortable in the process. Because like with anything, you kind of have to wean yourself off of old habits. I want you to know that God made no mistakes when he formed you. He formed you exactly the way he formed you, with complete intention. Psalm 139, he knit you in the womb. He made no mistakes. So don't get it twisted that you need to have perfect skin to embrace your skin. But if you want to feel more confident, that's what this video is for. Here as someone who is just sharing my experience, and hopefully it helps you and it impacts you in a positive way. And maybe we can embrace ourselves and our skin a little bit more. Again, all the things that I recommended in this video are not necessary, but they're things that help me along my journey. And I just pray that you learn how to just like love yourself where you're at. And then, like, I know when I was younger, I would try to like I would hate myself through the process instead of just like embracing myself through the process. Somebody out there that just loves everything about how you look, loves your cute little features, they love your freckles, they love your imperfections. So don't think that you're not lovable because your skin's not perfect without foundation. You are beautiful. You're beautiful inside, but sometimes it's kind of like you have to start believing it. A lot of this accepting yourself without makeup is more of like a mindset thing than anything. And so that's what I'm here for, to remind you that you're beautiful and you're created exactly the way you were meant to be created. And all of this information is just to help you to accepting that. So I pray this reaches you. If you are looking for more videos that teach you habits that help you to just like love yourself or help you to be a better person every day, please feel free to subscribe and hit the notification bell button. And if not, then I'll see you in the next one. Really do thank you guys who tune in on a regular basis. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye.